Wide open layup. Good.
Ford got it. Here's Gage for a three. Yeah! That one's good, baby.
Georgia leads at 60-56, and Dog fans, when you need to see a game, head to StubHub. Whether you want to sit courtside or score a bird's eye view, StubHub gives you the option. They've got the best place to grab 100% verified tickets. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there. 4-point lead for the Dogs. Braylon Bridges with his third double-double of the season for the Dogs. 26 points. That's a career high, by the way, bettering his 24 against Cincinnati a couple of seasons ago. He's got 26 points and 10 rebounds tonight. He comes back with Holt and Abdur Rahim, Mardrez McBride, and Cario Oquendo out of the timeout. And Mike White asking for defense. Get in your stance and play some defense for 13 seconds
13 seconds.
Ole Miss throws it into Brakefield, works against Abdur Rahim, drives against Jabri, got him to back up, and banks it home.
Yep, got him on his heels.
20 points for Jamin Brakefield. That's 11, better than his average. Here's Oquendo trying to split the D. Drives. Layup won't go. Another rebound, Bridges. And the ball is knocked out of bounds, ripped out of the hands of Bridges, who is grabbing his finger now and in some pain. Ole Miss knocked it out. They must have got some hand when they stripped the ball out of there, too, but no fouls called. Bridges still grimacing and gripping a finger on his left hand. Mardrez to throw it in. Lobs it into a backpedaling Jabri Abdur Rahim. Now Mardrez comes to retrieve it. 6:22 on the game clock. Dogs lead is a scant 2 points, 60-58. Holt spins into the lane, slams on the brakes. Over to Oquendo for a three. He's open. He misses the look off the far side of the rim. Rebound to Fagan and the Ole Miss Rebels. They run the floor. They can tie it with a two here. Burns gets it in deep, works against Oquendo. We try to double him late with Bridges, but it's too late as Burns puts it up high banker off the glass to tie the game at 60. Burns has 17. So it's Brakefield and Burns for Ole Miss, 20 and 17. Bridges and Oquendo for Georgia, 26 and 19. Dogs with the ball as Jabri holds. He got fouled from behind, and a errant pass and a block on the other end by Oquendo. The ball is tipped, controlled by Ole Miss. They try to scoop it up, won't go. They airballed it over the rim, but a foul on the Dogs. We got a push on Braylon Bridges. Well, on the turnover down on this end, Chuck, he got fouled from behind. He got a hard push in the back when he was passing the ball. He passed it out to the wing, and Ole Miss stole it, and the whistle didn't blow. Ole Miss going to have two shots here, say the officials, in a 60-60 ball game. Dogs have missed their last 5 field goal attempts and have gone better than 3 minutes without a point. We've given up the lead, and it's tied for the 11th time in the game. Miles Burns for 2 shots for Ole Miss. 66% free throw shooter. And 4 out of 5 tonight. He's got 17 points in the game. Free throw by the right-hander is good. 18 points now for Burns. A career high, or a season high here at Ole Miss. His first year in Oxford for the former 4-time NAIA All-America at Loyola of New Orleans.
And once again with substitutions now. Coach White going with no Anselm, no Bridges on the floor. So this is one of our smaller lineups.
Second free throw by Burns hits the back of the rim, won't go. 1 point lead for Ole Miss. M.A. rebounds for the Bulldogs.
He's our big man right now.
Mardrez with the handoff to Ingram, top of the key. Hands it back off to Hill. Oquendo comes this way. Hill centers up. Crossover dribble, drives right of the lane. And a foul around the free throw line, it says Don Daly. And they got the foul on Ty Fagan. And it's going to be 1-1 for Justin Hill, 8th team foul on the Rebels. Georgia has 7, so both teams in the bonus the rest of the way with 5:13 remaining. Hill going to the line. Justin, 4 points tonight. Doing a nice job at the point. Has 6 assists in the ball game. Free throw, number 1, front of the 1-1. Can't connect. He missed it. Allen rebounds for Ole Miss. We've missed some foul shots. That's 6 misses for the Dogs.
Points at the line. No
13 for 19 tonight at the line. 5 minutes now, less than that to go. Rebels by 1. They've got the ball. Brakefield dribbles, stops. Ingram tries to recover defensively. He does. Get it out to Morrell. Back over to Brakefield with 7 to shoot. Kick out to Morrell. He got open for a 3, and he missed it around the rim and out. Dogs catch a break there. He got a really good look. Rebounded by Moncrief on the baseline off the bounce. Dogs ball with Hill, left-hand dribble, top of the key, behind the back, switches hands, over to McBride for 3, too deep from the right corner. Nobody there to rebound for the Dogs. Brakefield gets it easily for the Rebels. 61-60, Ole Miss leads. And they have the ball. They go into the paint to Robert Allen. He works against Moncrief. They double along the baseline now. The ball goes to Burns, reverse lay-in, hits the rim. He's still back on the other end of the floor. Dogs rebound the ball. Hill tries to drive inside. They get him for a foul. Hill draws the contact on Robert Allen.
Well, now we got to knock down shots. I mean, we got to hit free throws. We're at crunch time here.
4:08 remaining. Dogs at the line. Hill been over at the line, grabbing the bottom of his shorts.
Yeah, we're 13 for 19 at the line tonight.
Justin 0 for 2. And there's his first make of the night. 1 for 3, 5 points for the Bulldogs point guard. Oquendo out and Juice Holt in for the Dogs as Justin has tied the game at 61. Dogs trying to get to their 15th win of the season here tonight. And it's tooth and nail as Hill converts on both free throws to give Georgia a 1-point lead, 62-61. 14th lead change of the game. Dogs by 1, Ole Miss basketball, under 4 minutes to go.
Dogs, with that small lineup, they drop back in a zone.
Rebels rotate the ball from right to left in the half court. Fagan's got it on the left wing. They go to the right side. Brakefield shot fake and steps in for a 2, and it's good. From near the right baseline, Brakefield now with 22 points. And it's a 1-point Ole Miss lead, 63-62. Another lead change. Georgia attacks. Ole Miss pulled the net on the shot. We get the offensive rebound. Moncrief spins under the basket, tries to lay it up. He got fouled instead. On Hill's shot, Ole Miss was reaching up, and they got a hold of the net and pulled on the net, but no whistle was blown.
I'm not sure which game the official's been watching tonight. I still can't get over a while ago jumping up in the air with the ball and coming down with it and it not being called a travel.
Dogs are going to be at the line after the timeout. They're going to light up the Stag during the timeout with 3:26 to go. Ole Miss by a point, 63-62 over Georgia on the Bulldog Sports Network.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Real Italian flavors are fresh, authentic, and never come in a bag. Like Carando Premium Meatballs. Our savored meatballs are made from 100% pork and blended with zesty Italian herbs, spices, and cheeses, delivering that perfect balance of fresh flavor you crave. From mozzarella rustica to cheesy Abruzzese to spicy Sicilian, you'll find Carando meatballs in the refrigerated meat section of your grocer. Carando. Life is delicious. Savor it. For recipes and more, visit carando.com.
I'm not a professional athlete, but when I get injured, I want to be treated like one. So when I severely sprained my ankle while running on the Greenway, I took my doctor's advice and scheduled my rehab at Georgia Lina Physical Therapy. They had a location right around the corner from me, and their evening appointment times fit my busy schedule. The care I received was excellent, and my therapist, Allison, got me running again in just a matter of weeks. I recommend them every chance I get.
Georgia Lina Physical Therapy is here for you, delivering safe, affordable, and effective treatment options both in-clinic and virtually. Call or click to schedule your appointment today and start feeling better tomorrow. 803-441-0025 or GeorgiaLinaPT.com. It's your health, your choice. Choose GPT.
Newstalk WGAC is with you everywhere you go. Get the free WGAC app in your app store. We're also on your smart speaker. Newstalk WGAC.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of Georgia Athletics. For every three-pointer scored by the Bulldogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. Scana says, go Dogs. No threes in the second half by either team, as a matter of fact. We're not shooting threes much at all. 3 for 16 in the game for Georgia, 4 for 23 for the Rebels. Well, I take that back. Both teams are shooting threes. They're just not making threes.
I got shooters. I need some makers.
In fact, that's the old
Hugh Durham line.
Hugh Durham line. Georgia 0 for 6 in the half on threes. Ole Miss 0 for 8 here in the second half. The Rebels lead the Dogs by a point. Georgia trying to take care of that here with 2 foul shots from M.A. Moncrief. Georgia's in the double bonus. 10 team fouls on the Rebels with 3:26 remaining. And Moncrief looking for his first point of the night. M.A. right-handed shooter. High rainbow shot. Too deep off the back of the rim. Won't go.
Well, we are just leaving points out there left and right at the free throw line.
Moncrief at 55% for the year with 5 of 10. And College Station, there's a make as he gets it to swish around the rim. 1 out of 2. We're tied at 63. So it's a 3-minute and 20-second game. We're all knotted, 63 apiece. They go inside. Ole Miss. Burns with a high bank shot, reverse lay-in attempt underneath. He got fouled. Oquendo came down on top of him. Third foul on Cario. 8th team foul on Georgia. But 2 shots here as Burns was in the act. Miles Burns has had a big night for Ole Miss with 18 points, a season high for the NAIA transfer. Free throw, good. 19 points for Burns. So Brakefield with 22, and now Burns with 19. They've done the bulk of the damage with Morrell having a cold night. He's just 1 for 10. Normally their leading scorer, averaging 15 a game, but just 1 basket tonight for him. Second free throw is good. He made them both. And Ole Miss takes the lead again, 65-63. 3:10 to go. Dogs ball. Hill drives, left-hand dribble. Steps into the paint, puts it up, short, front of the rim. No good. Rebound, Ole Miss.
Oh, that was point-blank range.
Just didn't have enough on that ball to climb over the front of the rim and roll back
make
instead.
Those.
2-point Ole Miss lead. They've got the ball, 2:50 to play. Brakefield between the circles. Summons for help from the left side. Feeds the left side. And there they go along the baseline. That's Morrell, I think.
Yeah, and
on the reverse lay-in. Yep. And a foul as the basket is good. And Georgia called for the foul. Morrell with only his second basket of the game. He had a 3 early in the first half and gets his second here with 2:40 to play. And a 3-point opportunity for Matthew Morrell. This is getting a little iffy here as they try to stretch out the lead. Georgia was up 6 a little bit ago. And Morrell can't connect on the foul shot. And Georgia taps it with Moncrief to Holt on the rebound, the missed free throw. 4-point lead for the Rebels. Dogs ball. Juice has it, top of the key. Dribbles it, and then hands it off to Justin Hill, who comes to retrieve it. Hill on the logo, backing up a little bit. to Oquendo. Quick toss back to Hill with 10 on the clock. Screen out front for Justin. Drives to the basket. Sweeping. Layup is good. And a timeout, Georgia. Mike White calls a timeout with 2:15 to go and a 2-point differential, 67-65. I think this is the first call timeout, so we'll take it with them. Ole Miss 67, Georgia 65. Back to Stegman after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of Georgia basketball. Fueled by 26 grams of high-quality protein to give your body what it needs when it needs it. Recover and build lean muscle with Core Power, the official protein drink of Georgia basketball.
Go Dogs, sick 'em. Whether they're on the road or the home court, my family and I get loud and proud whenever the Dogs are unleashed. In this basketball season, Scana Energy is part of all the action as a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. So join my family and Scana in cheering on the Dogs to glory this season. Sign up with Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/GoDogs for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
Want more exclusives and behind-the-scenes Bulldogs content, more game highlights, mic'd ups, and original programming? Search for the Georgia Bulldogs All Access channel on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Georgia Bulldogs All Access, your official inside connection to Georgia football and all Georgia Bulldogs sports.
Georgia fans, college basketball is back, so grab your friends in a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of the big game. Whether you're at the bar with fellow dogs or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Dogs. Dos Equis, proud partner of Georgia Athletics. Get it over. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2022, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Get your 2022 Regions Georgia Bulldogs National Champions Visa debit card. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees may apply. Dogs were down one at the half, 35-34. And it's been back and forth in the second half as it was in the first half. 15 lead changes, 13 ties. Braylon Bridges has a career night, 26 points, a career high. Double-double for him, as a matter of fact, his third of the year. He's got 11 rebounds to go with his 26 points. Georgia trails, however, by 2 with 2:15 remaining, 67-65. Ole Miss just 1-9 in the league play. They've lost 5 in a row and 11 of 12 and trying to swipe one on the road here at Stegman Coliseum tonight.
Now Mike White putting Frank Anselm back in there to get some size in on defense.
Georgia with pressure on the entry. They feed it in to Allen. It rolls away from Fagan. He picks it up, and they get it to Morrell. He zips up the floor. They beat the press. Brakefield with a lay-in from the left side. 24 points for Jamin Brakefield as he continues to build on his career high, the transfer from Duke, and the lead is 4 for the Rebels, 69-65. Hill works into the paint, puts it up with the right hand. It's going to bounce on the rim and roll in there good. We'll take the 2. A Scana Energy 3 might be nice on the next possession.
Well, right now we got to get a defensive stop, force them into a late shot clock shot, make them take a bad shot.
89 seconds to go. Oh, Fagan got all the way to the rack and laid it up and in.
Mike White, yeah, he didn't like that. I mean, my goodness. You're trying to force them into a late shot. You just give a guy an open lane to the...
Georgia calls a 30-second timeout with 1:23 to go. Ole Miss up 71-67. That's only the second basket for Fagan, the former Georgia Bulldog. So both teams will stand and huddle around their head coaches. My goodness, back and forth all night long. 15 lead changes, 13 ties in this. Nobody given too much. The largest lead in the game has been 6, and that was for Georgia. We were up 6 with 13 minutes to go in the game. Ole Miss's big lead has only been 4. That's where we are right now. Dogs trying to snap out of a 2-game skid, both road losses at Auburn last week and Texas A&M on Saturday. Try to avoid their second loss at home this season. We're 11-1 here in this building. Going to have to come from 4 down with 1:23 to go if we're to add one more to the win column here at home. Ingram to inbound. Alandis Poole gives him the ball, says you can run the baseline if you want. He doesn't need to. He just bounces it into Hill, who sprints into the front court. Seconds are precious here late in the game. Hill can't get it to Oquendo. They deny him with the defense by Miles Burns. Hill has it back now. They force him tight-roping on the logo along the half-court line. Over to Mardrez, back to Hill, 10 to shoot. 62 seconds to play. Hill to the rack, spins it in, good, and a foul. Hill with 12 points, just dribbled it deep into the shot clock, took it down the left edge of the lane, and spun it in off the upper left corner of the square and got the contact as well.
We had Braylon in the game. Braylon was down, set up down low, and then he came out and brought his defender and opened up underneath the basket. Justin Hill just drove it into the vacant spot.
Hill with 2 already, and now maybe an old-fashioned Scana Energy three-point play. Yeah, he does. He buries the foul shot. And Hill with 13 points, all in the half. Moncrief in. Braylon Bridges out. It's a 1-point game, 71-70. So Georgia with that old-fashioned Scana Energy three-point play to tighten it up with 60 seconds to go. Ole Miss to inbound. Georgia to press. Fagan is doubled on the baseline. He splits the defense, gets it to Morrell, who takes it up the near sideline into front court. Now Fagan will dribble twice over to the official and ask for a timeout. And Ole Miss will take a full timeout here with 50 seconds to go. They have timeouts remaining. Georgia has 1 remaining, and we will pause 10 seconds right now for station identification on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
From the A&D Carpets and Hardwood Floor Studios, this is WGAC AM Augusta, WGAC FM Harlem, and W270CY, a Beasley Media Group station.
71-70, Ole Miss with a 1-point lead on the Dogs. Rebels have the ball. They also have the possession arrow. Georgia's in the double bonus. 10 team fouls on Ole Miss. Georgia with only 9 team fouls. And 50 seconds remaining. So there's your reset as the Dogs need a stop here and then need to get a basket on the other end to take the lead.
Mike White has just put Frank Anselm in. Try to give us a little more defense down around the rim.
Dogs out rebounding the Rebels by 3. Georgia shooting 45% for the game. Ole Miss at 43%. Three-pointers tonight, really a non-factor as Ole Miss has hit 4 and we've hit 3. Neither team with a solid percentage there. There's a little bit of a difference in the free throw shooting. They've missed 4, we've missed 7. And it's a 1-point game. Dogs out of the huddle with Moncrief, Holt, Anselm, McBride, and Hill. Some last second instructions from our assistant coach, Akeem Miskadeen.
And get the ball back. Unless there's a fast break, I think Mike will make another substitution to get Anselm off, get Bridges back.
Matthew Morrell to inbound, front court left on the side. Throws it into Fagan near the half-court line. Dogs are going to play a 1-3-1 out of the timeout. High lob to the far side, and Ole Miss calls another quick timeout. That may have caught them off guard. They weren't ready for the 1-3-1, I don't think.
I don't think so.
And that high lob pass cross court.
That's dangerous.
That could have been picked off.
Somebody picks that off, there's going to be a dunk on the other end.
So Kermit Davis calls a timeout to make an adjustment. 43
unless
seconds
it was me
left.
that picked it off.
Would you have gotten to the half-court line at least? Yeah. So Ole Miss by 1, 71-70. Rebels won 6 in a row to begin the season. 3-14 since that time. They played some tight games, and they're playing another one tonight. They've got the Dogs down by 1 with less than a minute to go. 13 seconds on the shot clock for Ole Miss as they use their... They've got 1 timeout remaining. Georgia has 1. So now we'll see what Georgia does. Do they switch up the defense again? Stay in the 1-3-1. 13 seconds to go on the shot clock. This time, they'll inbound from the far sideline.
It's looking more like a man-to-man. Let's see what it is.
Morrell to feed it into Fagan on the logo. Clock ticks at 10. Now less than that.
It is man-to-man.
Allen gives it to Morrell. We chase him along the three-point line. Over to Brakefield. Look out. Brakefield shoots with 2, with 1. Misses it on the 3. Oh, they get an offensive rebound and a kick out. Oh, my goodness. Georgia needs to foul. That's what Mike White is saying, and Justin Hill will do so against Matthew Morrell. An 83% foul shooter is going to get a 1-and-1 here.
Wow, they missed that. We had position, and they still got the rebound.
Big offensive board for Ole Miss to continue the possession, force Georgia to foul, and put Ole Miss on the line with 20.9 to go. Morrell will shoot the 1-and-1 here. He's their, it's 2 shots. It's 10th team foul. Thank you. So 2-shot foul here. Morrell's free throw is good, right through the heart. He's missed 1 tonight, 83% on the year.
All right, here's that substitution I was talking about. Now Bridges back in, Anselm out.
Ole Miss by 2, 72-70. And now Ingram going to check in, possibly, if he makes this. Morrell's free throw, short, front of the rim. Rebound tapped up high and pulled down by Ole Miss. Now we got a foul again. And we chase Morrell out to the half-court line. Ole Miss tapped the missed free throw, which was short, out above the three-point line. And Morrell, with a jump ball out there, got it. And we fouled him to put it back on the line.
2 absolutely critical rebounds, and both go to Ole Miss.
Now, if he hits them both here, that can cause all kind of problems because it'll be a 2-possession game with 16.6 seconds to go. He's missed 2 free throws tonight, which is unusual as it is. 16.6 to go, staring right at the basket. We'll roll that one in. Ole Miss now with a 3-point lead, 73-70. Morrell's second free throw to go up by 4 is good. Dogs sub Ingram in, Moncrief out. That's for 3-point shooting. 74-70, only 16.6 seconds to play. We're down 2 possessions. We roll it in, a couple of bounces to Hill. They try to trap him. He slides. He loses the ball. They knock it out of his hand right in front of us on side court. Touched out by Ole Miss. And Georgia they're going to look at
Kermit Davis, he wants them to look at it, and I think he's got a beef. That ball, to me, looked like it went out of bounds off Justin.
Kermit Davis still screaming, and Don Daly just says, go back to the bench. We're going to look at it. So that last play is under review. The call on the floor is Georgia basketball, and we'll see if they stick with that or they change it over. See if we can catch the replay. I came in on the late end of it here. We're going to rewind it and do it again. As we look at Justin sliding on the floor. I don't know if his foot was out of bounds at the time or not. I couldn't tell from that angle.
Well, it's tough to tell, but I thought, and this was right in front of us, Scott, and I thought it went off of Justin.
It's going to be Ole Miss basketball.
Yep.
They reversed the call. So now it's even more dire for the Dogs. Down 4 with 12 seconds to go. And Ole Miss is going to have possession. And Georgia will check Holt, Moncrief, and Anselm into the game. Ole Miss 12 seconds away from ending a 5-game losing streak, winning for only the second time in league play. Currently tied for last with LSU and South Carolina at 1-9, but trying to steal one from Georgia here at home.
We stole one down in Oxford, and they're trying to return the favor, and in good shape to get it done.
They'll run out of a stack across the top of the key. In the backcourt, there's a steal by Hills. Hill stole it and then dribbled it on the baseline, touched out by Ole Miss. Dogs are still alive. 8.6 seconds to go. Hill stole the entry, but had no shot. He is doubled in the corner, but Ole Miss deflected the ball out of bounds. We're down 4 with 8.6 to go. Hill to inbound right of the basket in front court. Looks underneath the basket. Shoves it in there to Moncrief. Lay in good. Timeout, Georgia. Oh, my goodness. It's a 2-point game.
I think there's a foul. Basket good, there's a foul.
You're right. They're saying Brakefield backed into the shooter. Moncrief, count the basket, send him to the line. Moncrief with his first field goal of the game. And a chance for a 3-point play. It's 74-72 Ole Miss. Georgia still has life. Brakefield with a crucial foul. M.A. at the line. Free throw. Good! 3-point play for the Dogs. 1-point game. 7.5 seconds remaining.
Well, if they get it inbounds, you got to get a quick foul.
Dogs have a timeout left. Ole Miss will use their last one right here. 30-second timeout. Kermit Davis. 74-73. Rebs by 1.
Wow, Scott, what a great defensive effort by the Dogs to steal that inbounds pass and then get it to M.A., who made the great shot underneath as he was getting fouled and then converted. So suddenly, after being down 4 with 12 seconds left, now just down the 1 at 7.5. We still got life here.
Hill's had a fine second half. Georgia's point guard in place of Terry Roberts, who is absent again tonight due to injury. Hill with 13 points all in the half. He's got 7 assists. He's only turned it over once. And that was on that play a few minutes ago where it went out of bounds. And that steal on the inbounds pass by Ole Miss was Hill's first of the night. And right now, one of the bigger plays of the game if Georgia can survive. 7.5 seconds to go. We're still down a point. 74-73. Ole Miss to throw it in. Fagan throws it into the corner to Morrell, and we foul him with Justin Hill. 5.8 seconds to go.
Well, I don't think we wanted the ball to go to him.
Go to the line for the Rebels.
He's got 2 shots coming down on the other end.
2 shots.
Matthew Morrell. 5.8 seconds to play. The officials are having a discussion. Don Daly's going to come to the scores table and review something that occurred in the last play. I believe they called the foul on Hill, and it should be
I think they're
Morrell
checking the time.
shooting.
That's what they want to check. I think it's the time.
5.8 showing on the board right now. 6.2, they say. So they add 0.4 of a second. 6.2 seconds.
6.2. There you go.
That might give the Dogs a little bit more time to work with. With Ole Miss going to the line. 2 free throws coming for Matthew Morrell. 6'4 junior guard, 83% this season. But tonight, 5 of 7 from the line. So he's missed a couple. So you know there is some vulnerability there. Dogs have Hill, McBride, Juice Holt, and Oquendo on the floor.
2 shots.
We need one more guy out there. Ingram to check in after the foul shots if he can get in. Moncrief.
You know what?
We'll go back into the game.
Jalen Ingram's the one that spotted that. You know, hey, we're short a guy down there.
Yeah. So Morrell at the line. Double bonus free throws here. 6.2 seconds remaining. The visitors are up a point. Morrell with the right hand. Hoists it up and in. Good. Ole Miss leads by 2. So M.A. comes out. Jalen Ingram in. As the Dogs are anticipating needing a 3 either to tie or possibly win the game. If Morrell makes this one, we'll need a 3 to extend it. Long look at the basket, deep breath. He bends, he shoots. Good. Georgia will use the time. Georgia wanted the time. Dogs inbounded the ball, and the officials finally catch it. You give Georgia the time. We're down 3.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to go back to 6.2, put 6.2 back on the clock, because Mike White called the timeout before the ball was inbounded.
So Morrell doing most of his damage from the foul line tonight for Ole Miss. Their leading scorer this season, averaging 15 a game, has only 2 field goals tonight, 2 for 11, but he's 7 of 9 from the
All right, so
foul line.
who do you want to take this? You've just now you're putting Jabri back in, so you've got Jabri, you've got Carrio on the floor. Who do you want to take this 3? You've got 6.2. That's plenty of time to get a good look.
We've only made 3 tonight. Oquendo 1 for 5. Ingram 2 for 4, and that's our 3 makes. And then Jabri is 0 for 2 tonight. McBride 0 for 2, and we're talking about 3-pointers. Hill 0 for 2, and Holt 0 for 1.
Now, here's a question. If you're Kermit Davis, would you not foul immediately? I mean, when the ball's inbounded, go ahead and foul.
There's always that argument, yeah. Is he one of the believers in that, or is he going to let him play through and risk Georgia tying the game? It would be any foul on the floor is going to be an automatic 2 because both teams are double bonus here. And the Dogs using their full allotment for the full timeout. Kermit Davis has already finished talking to his team. And now he'll go rejoin the huddle, which is standing on the floor, and give them some last-minute instructions. And they may do just what you're talking about. Let a little bit of time tick away and then commit the foul and force Georgia to the line.
Well, no, they'll foul immediately on the inbound. I don't think they can't afford to let a quick touch pass go up the floor.
Ingram trots down to the left baseline to throw it in for Georgia. Dogs with 3 in the front court and Hill in the back court. And Ingram will inbound it by himself. They back away and they double the entry. Give it to Hill. Back to Ingram. Dribbles to the half-court line and they foul him.
Wow, they did let time run off.
3.4 seconds to go, and they put Jalen Ingram at the free throw line. They fouled him right at the half-court line. So 2 shots for Ingram with 3.4 to go.
Yeah, so now you're in a situation where you may have to think hard about missing the second shot.
Ingram tonight, first trip to the line. He had 2 threes early in the game in the first half. And 6 points for the evening. Free throw number 1, good. Jalen now with 7 points. Ingram on the year at 63%. He's only been to the line 12 times now. That's his 8th make. Career 72% shooter.
Look at what we're doing now. We're putting Bridges in. We're putting M.A. Moncrief. Well, no, Moncrief's coming back out.
We got too many on the floor.
Yeah, here you go. Now Moncrief's in.
We still have 6. Somebody's got to come out.
Yeah.
Now we get it adjusted.
Now you got your big guys. You got your big guys. We got it the way we want it now.
3.4 to go. 1 more free throw for Ingram. Will he make it or will he try to miss it? Moncrief and Bridges on the foul lane.
They're looking like he's going to miss it.
Ingram, ball's in the air, hits the rim, rebounded by Ole Miss, and we foul, and there's 2.2 to go, and Morrell got the rebound.
And he intentionally missed that.
So Ole Miss will get 2 foul shots here with 2.2. The officials don't check the clock this time. They leave it at as is. And Morrell can ice it here if he hits them both. They're up 2, and he gets 2 shots. Morrell, long look and a deep breath. Here comes the right-handed release, and the free throw's good. Eight out of 10 for Matthew Morrell. Georgia subs in Abdul-Rahim, Oquendo, and
3 pro
McBride.
shooters in there. We're getting Jabri,
Holt, Bridges, and Moncrief out.
Yep. With Jabri, McBride, Jalen,
Well,
Carrio,
if he makes this one, it's a moot point, though. They'll be up 4 with 2.2 to go. So here's the ball game right here. Free throws in the air and good. Georgia baseball pass with the left hand. Ingram intercepted by Morrell on the other end, and the game is over. Ole Miss, quiet Stegman Coliseum tonight with a 78-74 upset victory. And the Dogs lose their third straight, their second at home. They've lost 6 of their last 7 now, with Kentucky coming to town on Saturday at noon.
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to wire to win the SEC tournament.